Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. I'm going to do some green comparisons today. I've been going through my collection and picking out polishes for things like autumn winter greens, and I did notice, especially with the khaki shades, that I've got quite a few comparable polishes, and I want to see whether or not we've got any dupes. So this is another green edition. So I want to start with the khaki olive greens. This is Olive Grove, and this is a polish that was sent to me by Anna. It's a H&M, and I wore this last month. Really enjoyed it. Great brush, great formula, as with most H&Ms, and just really easy to apply. So that's Olive Grove. And then I've got this one here, which is one of my best bargains, which is why I kept the label. This is a Sally Hansen, which usually retails at £6.99, reduced to £1.75. I can't even remember. I think this was in Tesco's somewhere, I think. But yeah, this is Spruce Up. And they do look really quite similar. The tone and the shade is similar, but it's a great polish, and it is a good formula, but it's just not the smooth, buttery one coat formula that H&M has got. So it's going to need another coat, although it levels quite well. But yeah, that's that. That's a kind of grey toned khaki green. And they're very similar actually. If anything, there's maybe slightly more grey in the H&M Olive Grove. So that's those two, and then I'm going to look at these mid-toned kind of forest greens. This is MK, or I think it's called NK. I think it's Nicka. Yeah, Nicka or Nicka K, New York, it says there at the bottom. And I have seen these in other YouTube videos, like stateside, so I think this might be a kind of budget brand in the US. But I picked this up from a kind of budget beauty supply shop. It's one where I used to get my old swatch wheels from, and I think it was like £1. I've kept this because I like the shade. It's actually a pretty good formula. It looks rubbish up there compared to the khakis. And this is called Grin, number 48. And I thought this was very similar to Sinful Colours Envy, which was my very first ever Sinful Colours. This was sent across to me by Nicka's Naughty Nails. So this was I was so excited to get this as my first ever Sinful Colours, and of course with it being green as well. So it is a slightly better formula than the Nicka K, but I'll come back and do a second coat. I've got a feeling that in the bottle they look very similar. And then finally, this is a request from Beck Block. I was wearing this in a video. This is H&M Off the Grid. I think it was in my autumn yellows and like burnt oranges, mustard yellows and burnt oranges, and she asked whether or not this was comparable to Cardomom or Cardomom. I don't know, I always say Cardamom, but it's not, it's Cardomom, by Barry M. This is one of my oldest Barry M's, and I absolutely love this shade. It is a kind of little bit greyed out. I've got a feeling that this is going to look paler, but let's have a look. They're similar, Beck, but I don't think they're going to be dupes. Yeah, this is quite a bit darker, but it does have a very similar tone. So that's Cardomom. And this one is such a beautiful shade. I think it was Ruby. Yes, Ruby, that said she really liked this one. And I got it on her recommendation, and it is lovely. It's very kind of cool tone. Yeah, so it's got that tone. It's in the same family, but there is quite a difference there even just on the first coat. But we'll see on a second coat. So I'll go and do that and we can come back and take a closer look. Okay, so here's a second coat on everything. They're very comparable actually. And on a second coat, Cardamom and Off the Grid do seem very similar. Actually move it more towards the light and you can see that Off the Grid has got that more of a cool tone, like a grey tone. And Cardomom is quite a bit brighter. These two here I think are very similar, but Spruce Up, this is the Sally Hansen, is just a little bit darker. But they're very, very similar. Beautiful khaki, like classic shades. And then these two here, this one is the Sinful Colours, Envy, and this is Grin by Nicka K. Very similar, but the Sinful Colours I would say is a little bit deeper, a bit darker, but they're comparable, definitely. But I wouldn't say they were complete dupes. Very similar, but not quite. Okay, let me know if you've managed to get any Nicka K anywhere in the UK. This was just a one-off in the one shop, in the shopping centre near me. And yeah, whether or not you've got any of these beautiful H&M greens. Really impressed with the greens. Here's another actually, which is, yeah, it's not quite the same. This one is Shamrock and Roll. It's a very kind of Irish moss green. Anyway, yes, obsessed with green. Thanks for watching everyone. See you in the next video. Bye.